until that moment when the tower fell. They didn't know his name. They didn't know where he came from, but they knew their lives had been saved by the man in the red bandana.
Welcome to Heart to Heart. I'm Coach Masters. You just heard a clip about a young man who responded with his ability. We're so thankful that you're listening in each and every week. We just want to continue to encourage you, equip you, and empower you. Cross-training athletics, training the heart of a leader from the inside out. What are the keys? What did this lacrosse player do to become an American hero? As a person thinks in their heart, so they are. When things aren't going right, what is your bounce back statement? Ours this week is don't blame it, own it. The it is always it's someone else's fault or it's something else's fault. Be a person who will own it. Be a person of humility. When the Twin Towers were crumbling down, the man on the lacrosse team, what did he do? He took his ability and responded. Let's listen in and watch and see what happens.
In those awful moments, after the South Tower was hit, some of the injured huddled in the wreckage of the 78th floor. The fires were spreading. The air was filled with smoke. It was dark, and they could barely see. It seemed as if there was no way out. And then there came a voice, clear, calm, saying he had found the stairs. A young man in his 20s, strong, emerged from the smoke, and over his nose and his mouth, he wore a red handkerchief. He called for fire extinguishers to fight back the flames. He tended to the wounded. He led those survivors down the stairs to safety and carried a woman on his shoulders down 17 flights. And then he went back up all those flights, then back down again, bringing more wounded to safety. Until that moment when the tower fell. They didn't know his name. They didn't know where he came from, but they knew their lives had been saved by the man in the red bandana.
What a brave young man, saving those lives. Talk about being responsible. That is a true American hero. Let's take a look at the things that can help us be responsible. Number one, remember what I said, don't blame it, own it, be a person of humility. Put others ahead of yourself, just like the man did with the red bandana. Remember, love always covers the mistakes of others, and it doesn't finger point. And last but not least, number three, make your actions and words match and finish whatever you're doing. Because when it comes to being responsible, it's about developing trust. And the word inside of trust, it's all about us. That's what responsible's for.
And today, as we saw on our tour, one of his red handkerchiefs is on display in this museum. And from this day forward, all those who come here will have a chance to know the sacrifice of a young man who, like so many, gave his life so others might live. Those we lost live on in us.
What a brave young man. He is the definition of responsible. And what was that? He put others ahead of himself and saved many lives in that tragic day. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to next week as we connect heart to heart. And remember, love never fails.